Hey everyone, it's Momentary Flux. Welcome back to Factorio, where we're working on our minimalist factory with the help of Bob's Mods. Um, at the end of the last episode, I had gotten indication that I had triggered a biter attack, um, and I'm assuming that the biter attack is going to be happening down here. It could be that I've aggravated some aliens that are across the water and they can't get to it. But because I don't have any visibility down here, I'm going to go ahead and go down there and try to see what I can find. I'm going to make a radar. I'm going to do that while I'm thinking about it. And then clear that area out a bit more before I get too involved with working on the factory again. So let's head on down. Take our train. Well, on the way, I need to remind myself to get more. Wow, look at how many icons. I don't even have anywhere near that many icons. There's so many things left to build. I feel like we're just getting started. We're like 20 hours into this game, and with Bob's Mods, and I seriously feel like I've just scratched the surface. It's such an enormous undertaking. I would have finished the regular game many, many hours ago. The rockets would have been launched, and it would be over. But this one, it adds Bob's Mods, adds so much complexity. I haven't even, there's another set of mods called Angel's Oars that can even increase the complexity even more. So that's something I may eventually look into. It depends on how well received my YouTube channel is and this series. I feel like I've gotten better, like my... I think my videos have gotten better as time has... Oh, look at that! Interrupting my thought. Oh, science. Why science? Why? I'm pretty sure we have alien science goo because we've been killing a lot of biters lately. Anyway, gems. Amazing. We found gems. So they're guarded by these little biters. We'll sneak up on them. Get him. Is there another nest over here? Nope. So what I was saying before was that I feel like things have gotten better. My on the technical front, I have made major improvements because I figured out a way that I can get videos made a lot faster. So that's good. I think that my commentary has maybe improved a little bit. I really can't be the judge of that, but I think it has. Look at this, more tungsten. I couldn't find any, and now I'm finding all kinds of stuff. Oh well. It's just the map's way of taunting me. So are these biters up here, or is that oil? I think it's oil. Yeah, it's just buried underneath trees. Yeah, if you have any ideas, like if you think I've gotten better, or if you could let me know what you like about the series, or things that you feel... I hate to ask for criticism, but if there's something that you feel like I don't do very well, I would love to have some things to work on. Coffee. Love you. This is just a big iron patch. Yeah, but anyway, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I've watched YouTube let's play videos and stuff for years. I've really been into gaming. Most of my adult life, and when I was in high school and stuff, I've always been into it. It's always been my hobby. So I finally bit the bullet and decided to become a YouTuber where I get to do my takes on the games, because a lot of times I watch I watch some, even of the popular YouTubers, and I just feel like their gameplay can be just so bad sometimes. And I'm like, why are people watching this? I mean, I guess there's a couple of different things you can think about. Either you're watching it for sort of the entertainment value, because somebody's funny, or because they have, they're talking about things that are sort of unrelated to the game. Or, like a lot of times I'm watching things because I want to learn something. I want to compare, someone else's gameplay to my gameplay. I want to see if there's things I can improve on. I want to find out new techniques for doing things. And so a lot of times, like a perfect example of this for me is Fallout 4. Okay, I played Fallout 4 a lot. I think I might have hit somewhere like around 500 hours of Fallout 4, and I really feel like when I play Fallout 4. I know what I'm doing in Fallout 4. I've gone through the mods. I've done all kinds of things. So I watch a lot of playthroughs and stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing, people? Their playthrough, they're not doing things that they could be doing. That their techniques for playing are just they're really basic. And I'm like, I think I have a lot to offer in regards to gameplay. Now there's always people out there that are super technically minded, and they're really into playing the game from the technical aspect. And there's a lot of YouTubers for Factorio in particular, because it's a very mathematical game where you can really you can make spreadsheets, you can work out the perfect ratios for everything. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there, and I watch them because, I want to know those things too, but I don't want that to be my gameplay. I'm somewhere in the middle, where I'm not trying to just walk around Factorio going, hey, if I just put something here, I try to plan things out. I try to do the ratios correctly, but I also want to play it my way. But hopefully that, when you guys are watching, I've got something to add. I hope I'm doing something new that you haven't seen before necessarily. Which that's in fact the reason why I decided to do this minimalist factory, because I see so many playthroughs where everybody's like, let's go big, let's make a massive factory, let's cover the map with our factory. And I've done that too, but I just don't think I don't really think it's necessary, to make an efficient and good factory. My bus here, my small bus is, I haven't had any problem. I don't feel like we've, we're lagging in technology, or we've, I could boost it up if I do feel like that, but I think everything's been pretty good. All things considered, I feel like with Bob's Mods and all the the different things that we've had to add to the game that are much more complex than the standard game, there really haven't been that many crises. I think the factory's been working good. Anyway, with all that said, let's get back to work here. So I need to make a tungsten manufacturing center. So let's find out, what do we need for tungsten. So nickel, we have nickel. We need powdered tungsten. Okay, so powdered tungsten, so hydrogen and tungstic acid. Tungstic acid. So that needs hydrogen chloride. So I think this is, I guess, the place to start, right? Hydrogen chloride. That's a chemical plant. Yeah, just one final note there. If you guys have any, thoughts and say, yeah, hey, I like what you're doing, you do things a little bit different or whatever, leave a note, leave a comment. That would really be appreciated. Okay, so let's think about this. So we got our salt production up here. We've got our... Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong line here. Here's our hydrogen chloride. Let me put this down for a second. So hydrogen chloride, there's one of two things we could do. We could put it on the end, but I don't like to do that because someday we may want to extend this down. We've got hydrogen chloride going over here. We've got our ferric chloride solution. And I think it would make the most sense to put it in this line here. Man, I love this pickaxe. One-shotting trees is just great. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to put tungsten over here. For now. You know, this whole factory is going to move, but for now, let's put it here. I'm out of glass. Yeah, I need some glass in order to... I'm gonna grab that really quick. That's something that I don't believe I have in the logistics network. It's such a low demand item. Our quartz mine, where is it? There it is. Quartz mine is over here. Yeah, that's an iron chest. Let's swap that out. How's our power doing? Power looking good. Eventually I want to get rid of my original solar area and convert it to the new design. Move it to that peninsula. But that's a low priority. Okay. So we got gold here. Yeah, we need tungstic acid. And I think this little area here will be good for the remainder of the tungsten production. So let's get that going here. Tungstic acid. So this is going to directly feed into the making tungstic acid. This calcium chloride. So we can just put an inserter there. We can pipe over the... Yeah, just to remain consistent. Bring that in top. It's tungsten ore. Have any tungsten ore on me? Nope. Tungsten ore. Let's get 1,000 tungsten ore. Alright. And so this, we're going to need a storage tank. I'm just going to set this here for now. I don't think that's going to be the final spot for that, but let's look at what's next. So we got to go back to here. Tungsten. Yeah, it's this stuff. So that's just a direct tungsten oxide, just straight from the acid, huh? Interesting. In a chemical furnace. We don't have any chemical furnaces. Let's make one. Make a couple. Okay, so let's. I think what I can do. Let's find out where we're going to put this furnace real quick. So we need to leave a couple of spaces. Let's put the furnace here. And that means we'll just move this over a little bit. Just keep it in line here. Don't want to rotate it. Yeah. Okay. So this will be making tungsten oxide. Okay. Is this inside the... No, it's not inside the logistics area, so we need another roboport. Okay. So that'll get our tungsten oxide being, or tungsten ore being brought down. There should be a swarm of bots any minute. What's after? All right, what's next? We got the tungsten oxide, powdered tungsten, hydrogen, and tungsten oxide, and those are made in another chemical furnace. So we will feed that up here. Yeah, we're getting that going. So we need hydrogen, and hydrogen is over here. So we can swing that around. I think here. All right. Think that'll work. Let's put this more in a midpoint. Okay. So the final one is a metal mixing furnace. So we will have an inserter going from there to there. We will have input and output. We need to bring in nickel ore, or nickel plate rather. Let's copy that. Let's copy that requirement. And we'll make this up to 400. Okay, so I think if we just power this up, we're gonna be all set. Take a look. So we need, we got tungsten going. Just need more tungstic acid. What's the hold up here? Hydrogen chloride. Oh. This doesn't take calcium chloride as an input. It gives calcium chloride as an output. My bad. There we go. Which is, I don't know, I guess a bit of a problem. Let's turn this off, you know, if we have another source. Let's just not make it here. Alright, tungsten plate. Let's get that in our requests for the robots. Have a sip of coffee. Alright, looking good. That's a good little production chain. I suppose if I wanted to improve this, what I'd probably do is I'd probably move this here, shift all these up one, so there's like a single line. I might do that when I rebuild. Sweet. Okay, tungsten. I'm going to go over here to my off-screen monitor, cross that off, cross off my biter fighting. Okay, so a couple episodes I mentioned that I wanted to create a wire production facility, and there are several different kinds of wire. The first one is copper wire, second one is tinned wire, third one is gold-plated wire, which we don't have a use for, but we will, and then also there is insulated wire, which is used in some higher level electronics and stuff. So I want to put together, let's map that out. It's really loud here around these robo chests. Actually, I want to remove them from here anyway. Let's move them down here. That large power pole that is kind of was in the middle there. I've been meaning to move that for ages. Okay. So let's take a look at wire. Yeah, here's all the various wires. We don't need to mass produce circuit network wire. And we don't have the technology yet for gold wire. Let's see what the technology is for gold wire. I think it's the CPU stuff, yeah. Which means we need those Science Pack 4s. So maybe I should hold off on the wire creation. Let's take a look at those Science Pack 4s. This is always, I feel like I'm reverse engineering all the time, like trying to figure out what I need. So we have lithium ion batteries. The silicon nitride, that's something we could work on. Silicon nitride. So powdered silicon and nitrogen. Powdered silicon is... Oh, no, that's silicon carbide. There we are. It's just those silicon plates, which we are producing. I'm not sure what sort of speed we're making those at. So silicon plates, just in a... Yeah, just right into a... assembler. Yeah, that will make... So the nitrogen just comes from an air compressor into a chemical factory. Powdered silicon we can make. Yeah, that shouldn't be too tough. Let's drop an assembler here. And we'll make a metal mixing furnace. So if that's powdered silicon, that can be silicon nitride, right? What is that? Sodium hydroxide requires sodium hydroxide? Doesn't make any sense. I must be just reading that wrong. Okay, so let's go back to here. I got the wrong kind of furnace. I need a chemical furnace. Silicon nitride. So I need some nitrogen. And nitrogen is just air split into two by a chemical furnace. Or not a chemical furnace, a chemical plant. I think I should be able to make some more of those now. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to move this whole thing over a bit. I don't think I have enough room. This is kind of why I want to get those, excuse me, that's why I want to get those better substations. You know, now that I have titanium, or not titanium, tungsten, can I make them? Those green boards, that's something I need to make too. Okay, I should have a chemical plant. Yep, here it is. Let's just move these real quick. Alright. So first thing was an assembler. I'm just going to map out some space here. Okay. First thing was assembler, then a chemical furnace. And then finally a... Yeah. Chemical plant. compressor. There's one. Okay, so air compressor going in, and then what we're going to do is, so this is nitrogen. We're just going to vent the nitrogen. We may have a use for it someday, but we're just going to vent it. We're going to need some inputs and outputs here. Just need anything else? Just the powdered silicon, so straight in. We'll put a passive provider chest here just for the possibility that there's something else that wants this. Okay, so this needs silicon plates. That's it. It's got nitrogen. Tell that to make air. I still am, that gets me every now and then. Okay, so we got nitrogen flowing. We just have to wait for some of those silicon plates to get up here. It's possible that those silicon plates don't have a supply box. So let's run on down there. Check it out. Or actually, I guess I could hover over this and find out. Or use this. Silicon. Yeah, interesting. It says there's two. Oh, here they go. They look like a little toothbrushes or something. Okay. So we do, one thing I am lacking here is an output for for the silicon stuff. What is it? Silicon nitride. Right, alright. First one about to be sent up. How much does it make? It makes one. Doesn't say. I guess it makes two. Two per run? Nope, just one. Okay, just for now. Want to walk through our whole process and make sure everything's working. Silicon nitride. Alright. Great. I've seen a lot of builds with Bob's Mods where there's an entire sort of chemical factory for the gases that come out from here. But I feel like it's one of those things that, you know, making it local is fine. I'm going to fix something here. I feel like making it locally, because it requires so few components, it makes more sense to do it, you know. In your builds, feel free to make a giant chemical processing factory. Okay, make the air, make nitrogen. Okay, I just wanted to compress that a little bit. I plan to bloop. I plan to blueprint this later if I need to move it, so I want to keep it compact. Okay, I think that's a good spot to call this an episode, and you know, if you did have any of those comments that I was talking about earlier, it would be appreciated. And thanks everybody who's subscribed, and if you haven't, please do, and please hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Thanks.